Hey everyone, welcome to today's reading vlog, or should I say this week's reading vlog, because this is a whole week's reading vlog, so wish me luck. I am pretty sure you have already guessed by my Dynamag and the intro of this video, and obviously the title of this video, what this video is about. So I am taking part in the Gilmore Girls Readathon and I am so excited. Honestly, Gilmore Girls is one of my favorite TV shows. I absolutely love watching it around autumn and winter. It's just so cozy and so lovely. So obviously I had to take part in this week-long readathon. I thought I'll come on here and obviously check in, start the vlog and share with you all the books that I'm going to be reading and explain to you how everything works, obviously. So the Gilmore Girls is hosted by 4 amazing ladies here on BookTube. I will link all of their details down below so you can go and check out their videos as well. So yeah, without further ado, let me explain to you how the readathon works. Right, I've got my phone here because this is where I've wrote down all the prompts and all the books that I'm going to be reading. But there is 3 ways you can take part in this readathon. You can either go the route of reading all the books that are mentioned in Gilmore Girls. Somebody actually took time out and actually wrote down all the books, which is a lot. I believe there are over 300 books in total, so you know, but I'm not gonna take that route. And also there is another way the ladies have actually made up like a bingo board, so you can go for that. Or there is also a 3rd way you can take part, which is how I'm taking part. You can do the prompts, so tick off everything on the prompts. The prompt will be somewhere around, either here or there. Not sure what side, but you know, somewhere on the screen. And yeah, so for me, I have chosen, so let me read you the prompts and then tell you the books that I've actually chosen to read. So the first one is read a book set in a small town. And for that one, I am going to be reading Covent Garden in Snow. Next one is read a book that features a mother and daughter relationship, obviously because of Lorelai and Rory. By the way, I have problems pronouncing Rory because I have a problem with my R's. So yeah, so for that one, I am going to be reading Because of You. This book essentially will follow, I think, 2 mothers who go in the hospital at the same time. They both give birth to daughters. One of them lives with the daughter and the other one doesn't live with the daughter. We meet them again 17 years later and find out what happened. The next prompt is read a book set in winter. I am going to be doubling up on some of these prompts because there's no way I can read all of these books at once. So I am going to be doubling this with this one again. So I'm going to put that down because obviously, as we can see the cover, it's got snow on it. Covent Garden in Snow, it's got snow in the title, so it's gonna fit in right at home. So I cannot wait. Next one is read a book with complicated love interest. So for that one, I'm gonna be reading Normal People by Sally Rooney. The next prompt is read a book by an Asian author or has Asian representative in it. And for this one, I have chosen to read In Order to Live, a North Korean Girl's Journey to Freedom by Yeonmi Park. I hope I'm pronouncing the name correctly. I don't think I am. I'm sorry. Next prompt is bake a fall treat and watch your favorite episode. Right, so the next prompt is read the book in series you haven't finished. This was a tough one because, to be quite honest with you, I don't have any books in series that I haven't finished. If I read a series and all the books are out, and I enjoy the series, I'll read the whole series. Like I'm that type of person. I need to know how it ends. I need to know what's happening next, you know? I'll read the whole thing. So for this prompt, I'm gonna change it slightly and actually start a series instead, which I think is fine. because, you know, it's still the same thing. So for this one, I am going to be reading Crescent City by Sarah J Maas. So those are all the books that I'm going to be reading. I hope you are excited as I am for this readathon, for this Gilmore Girls readathon. So grab your cup of tea, get cozy, and let's get on with the vlog. Thought I'll come on here and give you a reading update, seeing as this is a reading vlog and I haven't done much updating so far. But today is Tuesday, so it's the third day in the readathon, and I think I've done pretty well. I think I have done pretty well. I've been watching a ton of Gilmore Girls, living my best Gilmore Girl life. Loving it. I've obviously been reading Sally Rooney's Normal People, and I am on page 122. I am hoping to at least, I don't know, finish this today, but we'll see. The thing is, this book is it's great. I'm enjoying it, but it has very small format. And yeah, so it takes a little bit longer to read, but I'm honestly enjoying it. I haven't finished it, but I can't wait to finish it and see if I'll give it a 5-star, because a lot of people gave this book a 5-star. So I want to see what I'll give it, and I want to see how I feel. Although the characters are at the moment a little bit frustrating to me, and I'm just like, I don't know, you know, speak to each other, get it together. I don't know, you know. I feel like maybe because I want everything to be fast and fast and fast, and I feel like the characters are taking their sweet time. I also started listening to Because of You, and I started listening to it yesterday, and I'm not gonna lie, because yesterday I had to like go shopping, food shop, and go to Hollands and Barrett's and stuff, and I was listening to it, and I'm not gonna lie, I had like tears coming down my eyes while I was walking on the road. It's quite heavy and also quite shocking, so yeah, so I'm listening to that. So I'm doing that, reading and listening. So I think I'm doing okay. Let's see what happens for the rest of the day. I mean, today I was gonna record a video, but then I decided not to. So I'm just gonna read and watch more Gilmore Girls, and that is the plan for today.
Amount of stuff constantly oozing out the baby's every orifice. Ew! I just call it messy. We'll call it less graphic. The very concept of childbirth is vaguely disturbing. Yeah, kids are cool and all, but getting there seems like a big... My mom said that when she told me where babies come from. My mom still hasn't told me. Really? When my cousin got pregnant, she said it's because an angel brushed its rings against her face. I can fill you in on the details sometime if you want. No thanks, I picked it up on the streets.
I've actually just finished recording a video, so that is why I'm dressed like this and I'm sat here. I recorded a end of year book tag, which is going to go out on Sunday. before this video, obviously. So you guys are gonna see this clip, and if you did watch the end of your book tag, you're gonna be like, oh, deja vu. But don't worry, it is not. Is it not? Not sure. But anyways, I thought I'll come on here and give you a reading update. So today is Wednesday. It is the 4th day in our Gilmore Girls Readathon, and it's going great. I have done a little bit of reading. So update that I have for you with Sally Rooney is I'm nearly at the end. I'm nearly finished. I am on page 212. I'm hoping when I come back on here to update you, I'll say that I'm finished with this book because I want to finish it. I do not want tomorrow to come and I'm still reading it. I want to finish this book. And unfortunately for me, please don't hate me. The people that are fan of Sally Rooney, don't hate me. But for me, yeah, it's not really like, it's an okay book. It's not a bad book. It is absolutely fine. But it's not like, oh my goodness, it is amazing. And no, it's not doing that for me. I find it a little bit slow. I found myself like in the middle, just wanting to get it over and done with. As I said, the characters are frustrating me. I want to bang their heads together and just say, talk, communicate, and everything will be solved. But I feel like the end is actually is picking up. So I want to know how it ends. So I'm definitely going to finish it and find out how it ends, because I feel like, yeah, now we are near the end. It's, you know, making sense. And I'm going to pick up Covent Garden in Snow. I honestly cannot wait to dive into this. Just the cover itself, I love. So I'm really excited.
Sorry.
Nothing? No crazy colorful uncle? Best friend with a funny name?
Judge Smith.
Skeletons in the family closet, war wounds, funny shaped scars?
Really throws you off when Rory's late, doesn't it?
Big time. Oh! Yay, thank God. Sorry. Didn't this keep you company? Oh, he tried, but really he's got nothing.
Thank you.
So what's with all the books? We are going to fish. With these? Yes. So we throw them in and try to knock the fish out? I went to the library and got all their best informational books on fishing. Ugh, you're serious.
Reading update, I finally finished No More People by Sally Rooney. I will talk more about this book at the end, towards the end of the vlog. So yeah, I am so glad I finally finished this book. It was driving me crazy. I'm still listening to Because of You, and I've got about 3 hours and 15 minutes left of listening to it. And I finally started this one right here, Covent Garden in Snow. And can I just say, I am loving this book. I am honestly loving it. I am on page 124, and I am loving it. This is what I need right now, you guys. I'm not gonna lie, I'm in a very, very weird headspace at the moment. Emotionally, I've got a lot going on, and I'm just like, oh, too much. So this is what I need at the moment, and I'm really, really loving it. If you are somebody who loves theater, I mean, for those of you that don't know, I studied drama and theater at college. I studied drama and theater at uni, and at college I did performing arts. So I'm very much into the theater world, and I absolutely love it. And it makes me really sad to see that theaters are closed now. There's no performances, because obviously theaters rely on a live audience, and you know, there isn't that at the moment. So this book talks about theater, talks about being a makeup artist in theater. It's all about opera. It's love. It's snow. This book is basically a rom-com in a book, and I absolutely love rom-com. So I am really, really enjoying this book so far, and I can't wait to see. So I'm gonna do more reading today. Hopefully, I can finish this book today. I don't know, but we'll see. All finished. Last night, I finally finished this book. Actually, no, I lie. I didn't finish it last night. I had about 30 pages and I was falling asleep and I was like, okay, go to sleep and then wake up in the morning and read it. So I finished it this morning. And can I just say this book has a special place in my heart? It really does. So this is finished. I'm still listening to Because of You. I have 1 hour and 16 minutes left of that one. So yeah, but I'm definitely finishing it today. I am meant to be picking up this one next, In Order to Live, a North Korean girl's journey to freedom. This is what's on my TBR for Gilmoreathon. However, I'm not going to pick this one up just yet. I feel like I'm not in the right headspace at the moment to be reading this book right now. But I'm definitely going to read it at some point because it is on my TBR and I really do want to read it. So instead, I went online and I did a little bit of research and I've decided to read this one. Let me show you. This one right here, Last Tang Standing. I've never heard of it, so I don't know, but it sounds fun, which is what I need right now. And yeah, so I'm definitely going to be listening to this one. I'm probably going to listen to it and read it on my Kindle at the same time because I don't have it in a physical copy, obviously. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'll start it later today because I need to do a thumbnail for tomorrow's video. So when I finish that, then I'll start this. And then obviously I'll finish Because of You. And then tomorrow's plan, we are gonna do baking and I'm gonna watch my favorite Gilmore Girl episode. So tomorrow will be fun to close the vlog off nicely. And yeah.
Part 1. Spring is coming. Chapter 1. Tuesday, 9 February. Hope. That's what the Spring Festival, the most important celebration in the traditional Chinese calendar, is supposed to commemorate. Aside from signaling, well, the coming of spring. Renewal.
So I am about to watch my favorite episode of the Gilmore Girls. Although to be fair, I have more than one episode, so this is really unfair that I have to choose one. The one that I've chosen to watch, I wouldn't necessarily say that it's like my all-time favorite. I love this episode because of the magic feel of it. I just loved the whole like magic feel and the world, and I felt like I was watching it and I was like in a different place, and I just really loved that. However, I am not Team Logan. The episode I'm gonna watch has Logan in it, and I am not Team Logan. I am Team Jess. I've always been Team Jess. I thought I could like, I don't know, change my mind because I'm like watching the whole series again, and I'm like, no, I'm Team Jess. Episode I'm going to watch is You Jump, I Jump, Jack. I think that is what it's called. I'm not sure, but I have so many other episodes that I absolutely love.
Finn was supposed to do it, but he was figured he'd make it this far, so there's an extra space.
No.
And we're not gonna die. No one in the life and death brigade has ever died. Old ones have.
I am not going to jump.
We're all set.
Today is Monday and I am here to wrap up the vlog. I have already started editing this vlog, so I know it's quite long. For that reason, I am not going to go in too much details about the books. So let's start with the first book that I did read, which was this one, Normal People by Sally Rooney. As you would have seen in the beginning of this vlog, I was really excited to read this vlog. I was really excited to read this book. I was really looking forward to it, and I wanted to know what the first was all about. And the first 100 pages or so, I was enjoying it, I was loving it, and then somewhere in the middle, after the 100 pages, I lost interest, unfortunately. I really did lose interest in this book. I mean, I understand why some people love it, and I understand why I don't love it. This is not a book that is written for me, I think. When I was reading it, I really did feel like I was reading an essay, like I was back at uni and analyzing characters. I feel like if you're somebody who likes psychology or anything like that, then this is definitely a book for you. For me, I just feel like, yeah, it wasn't for me. And I wouldn't say that it's a bad book, it's just not for me. First of all, can I just say that I felt like the author overlooked Marianne's mental health. I felt like we needed more of that in the book, and we didn't get that, you know. Although Connor's is, but Marianne really suffered more, and I feel like we needed more of that. If you've read this book, then you know what I'm talking about. But I love the whole concept of, you know, if you meet somebody and they can change the course of your life, and it's really lovely. I really like that, and the writing for me was just too frustrating, and I think that was the aim of the author. It was just frustrating. It was very wordy, like so wordy, that I was just like, it was frustrating. So for me, this book, unfortunately, it didn't live up to the excitement that I had. I was torn between giving it a 2.5 and a 3, but I'm gonna give it a 3 because it's not a bad book, it's just not for me. So the next book that I listened to was Because of You, and that book I absolutely loved. It is a novel about mother and daughter relationship, and I absolutely loved it. I cried a couple of times. I cried tears of joy, tears of sadness, tears of empathy. It's a book that explores how far would a parent go for their child. I absolutely loved it. I loved Hope. I loved Anna. They were all just incredible. So that book is a 5 out of a 5. Loved it. It's not like it was like a happy book, but it was definitely interesting, and it was lovely to read about mothers and daughters. And a good thing about this book is you didn't just get one relationship. I think there was about like 4 mother and daughter relationships in there, and it was really nice to see how some mothers and daughters are very close, some are not, and how far would a child go to get their parent better, and how far would the daughter go to, you know, maybe cover up for the mom. The next book that I read was this one, Covent Garden in Snow. I absolutely loved this book. Out of all the books that I read, this was the book that honestly did bring a smile to my face. I was happy reading this book, and I read it pretty quick. That's how you know that it was really interesting, and I was really enjoying it, because it's 472 pages long, so it is a, you know, a big book, but I read it pretty quick because I was really enjoying it. This book has all of my favorite things in one. It has books that talk about books, the characters talk about books, they talk about plays, because the book is set in a theater, opera theater, and our main character is a makeup artist who is in some sort of a love triangle, because she's engaged and then she meets this man at the theater. So it's a little bit complicated, but it's honestly beautiful. I loved this book. If you're looking for just a lovely winter, for those that celebrate Christmas book, then you would definitely love this book. And I think the reason why I loved it so much is because it is set in London, and I live in London. So when they were like describing Covent Garden and the snow and everything, and I was just like, yes, I'm with you there. And they were talking about like the Northern Line, and our main character lives in Streatham, and I was like, yes, I'm with you there. And I can just visualize everything because I've been to all of these places. So I absolutely loved this book. I'm giving it a 5-star because it honestly brought a smile to my face, and I am gonna be looking for more books by this author for sure. So the next book that I listened to on Audible was this one right here, Last Tang Standing. This book it wasn't the one, you know. I didn't enjoy it. The thing that I really did enjoy in this book is actually learning more about the Chinese culture, which I found to be a little bit like African culture, because in the book we follow our main character Adrian, who is 30-something and she's not married. So obviously her family is trying to get her married. They're like, where is your husband? Where is your kids? Your clock is ticking and all of that. And she lives in Singapore. She works in Singapore. She's a lawyer. So I loved all that side of the story. However, the story itself was very weak to me. The plot was very weak. I wanted something interesting. Yes, I understand we're following her, trying to find a husband and all of this. But because it's advertised as a rom-com, I wanted more, you know? The guy that she eventually ended up with wasn't really in the story. Like, he came in the story later on in the book. And what is the point? What is the point of that? I didn't understand it. I really didn't. So for that reason, for me, this book, no, I finished it. I honestly finished it because I was doing this readathon, but if I wasn't going to finish this book, which is really, really sad. So because I enjoyed learning about the Chinese culture and everything else to do with Chinese and living in Malaysia and working in Singapore and just all of that world, I love the aspects of it. For that, I'm giving it a 3, but for the actual plot story itself, it was really weak. It was boring. I was like, what is going on? So it wasn't the book that I thought it was. I didn't love it as I thought I would love it. And I was really not happy about that. Right, so let's check our props and see how many I did manage to cross off. So read a book set in a small town. You know what? I'm actually going to change that and say this one, because when I was reading this one, when I was reading Normal People, I really felt like I was in a small town. So I got the small town vibe from this book. Everybody knew everybody, and it was, yeah. So definitely I'll say this is a small town one. Read a book that features a mother and daughter relationship. Because of You definitely features a mother and daughter relationship. Read a book set during fall or winter. Covent Garden in Snow definitely meets the criteria of winter. Love this book. Read a book with complicated love interest. To be honest, both of these books meet that criteria because they both have complicated love interest, and yeah, so both of them really do meet the criteria. Read a book by an Asian author or has Asian representation. Obviously Last Tang Standing. Obviously our main character, she's a Chinese, so definitely. Bake a fall treat and watch your favorite episode, which I did yesterday. I baked and I watched my favorite episode. Last one is read the next book in series you haven't finished. This is the only one I am not going to be able to cross off because I haven't read the next book in series, and I wanted to read Crescent City by Sarah J Maas, but I just didn't have enough time to get to it. So yeah, so that's it. I'm done. The vlog is finished. The week is finished. The readathon is finished. If you have actually stayed until the end, I take my hat off to you. Thank you so much, because this vlog is long. So thank you if you've stayed. Please go and make yourself a cup of tea and relax, because yeah, you've done well if you've watched it until all the way the end. I love you so much for it. So thank you so much. Bye.